Now it's time for the final rhythm verse of Lonnie Johnson and Eddie Lang's Blue Room. And this is, one of the easier parts at the beginning, but then it gets a little tricky. So we'll take it from the end of the previous verse. And that's how he's ending the tune. So he starts out with that D7 riff, but he only goes through half of it. He doesn't play it all the way through, so it's like this. Then he's going to go to the G. And then here, what I hear is a D, B minor, this chord right here, I can't tell exactly what it is. I think it's a long B. But it could be a B played like that or played like that. I don't think it's a B7. So what I'm hearing is this. And then he's going to go back to that walk. So we don't play the D ninth this time. We just go straight to the bass string. 5, 4, 2. And then that's when we get the second fret of the fifth string, we're heading right into an E7th chord. So it's like this. Let me try that again. And then he's going to go A7th, and then D, G, D. And that's the end. There's no fancy end tag. It's just real nice and simple. Let me play that last verse, the rhythm part, one more time for you. And now we're ready for the final lead verse and the end of the song. Before we get to that, the chords, I'm trying to learn this so I can record this and play both parts. I really love this song. And the key is to keep it in time. And when I'm playing it, the little parts where I don't know for sure what's going on, like these parts, those are the toughest parts timing-wise. And again, just try to play something that stays in time. And if you want to play it exactly like these guys do, that's tough to do. And really the purpose of this lesson is to try to, for the chord part, to see, the neat things you can do with chords, the way you can strum them together and vary them and, play a really great rhythm part there. And let's finish up. Let's get into the lead. And the final solo verse of Lonnie Johnson and Eddie Lang's Blue Room is, thank God, one of the easiest one. You can kind of take it on home. Not that you can slack off. It's still got some tricky parts, but not like the other verses. None of this stuff. Whew, that is hard, and that's a worthy lick to try to get down. I'm trying to get it down. As soon as I master this song, I'm going to record it. But anyway, let's go to the last verse. So he starts out with something like this. And that's how he ends the song. The song ends with that last chord and that last note ringing out, which is really cool. So he starts out on the 10th fret of the first string 4 times, and the vibrato, and then that little lick twice on the 5th fret of the first string, 7th fret of the second string, back to the 5th fret of the first string. So that whole thing. Then now he's going to go back to the D, and this time he's going to do the same thing he did here between the 10th fret of the first string and the 12th fret of the second string. And then 5, 7, 3 on the second string, 4th fret, 3rd string, back to the 3rd fret of the second string. So it's like this. So let's do the whole thing so far. And then here, doing this lick again. And then right here he does something really cool. I can't hear exactly how many notes or what notes he's playing, but he ends up on the 7th fret of the first string. And I hear the 6th fret. So it's something like that. Or somehow he gets that 6th fret, 7th fret of the first string. So he does like this. And then very quickly, something to get to the 6th, 7th fret of the second string. So he does this. And I'm hearing, again, that 6th fret of the second string. And I think he might start it with the 5th fret of the first string. And do something like that. You listen to it, and I've got it tabbed out the way I'm hearing it. So I'm hearing it like this. And then the bends, as long as you end up on that note, you got it. He might go, I think he does something like that, this, to wrap it up. So let's go through that last verse one more time. Try to play it slowly. That is what I've got figured out for Lonnie Johnson and Eddie Lang's duet Blue Room. Really cool song. And if you just take the chord part and listen to that, you learn some great chord ideas. If you go through the single string picking, even if you're not going to play Lonnie Johnson style, you learn a lot of cool things you can do in a song. In the key of D, the use of these D-shaped chords and diminished chords thrown in, these quick runs. Played painfully slow there by me, but I'm working on it. I'm getting there. And I hope within a year or so to be able to play this song and record it. If any of you guys watching these lessons see something I did wrong, or you hear the song and you hear something different, tell me. Or if you know anything about how the song was played, either by Eddie Lang or Lonnie Johnson, or chord progression, did I miss a chord, get something wrong, tell me, because that's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to figure this song out. So I'm doing it as kind of a lesson / cry for help to figure this out. Hope you enjoyed all this. If you have any questions, comments, be sure to post them. Let me know. And I will be back again in about 3 months with another acoustic lesson, and we will take something much simpler next time. Trust me. I will have the tab up within maybe about a week. I want to go back through it and make sure I'm as accurate as I can be before I post it. See you later.